I'm about to start sculpting up the pieces I need for the wanted bullet. But before I do, I want to do a quick acknowledgement to my first ever Patreon purchase. It's only a little thing, but it's a big thing to me, so thank you to my all of 3 members that are helping me out at the moment. I've needed a set of these for quite a while, and this is going to help me out quite a bit in this particular project. Because it's a fairly small piece, I want my measurements to be pretty accurate, so this should help out quite a lot. And if anybody else out there would like to help, you might consider checking out my Patreon page as well. So now with my nice new set of digital calipers, I can calculate the 6.5 centimeters that I've worked out for the second stage element of the bullet. I was able to ghost the image over the top of the known size version that I have, and I can dial that in now and work out that the full length of the bullet will be probably just about 7 centimeters long. Means with that final missing element and it all assembled. So that's what I'm going to be working on. 7 centimeters long for the full length of the bullet. Now whilst this is being made in pewter, it's not entirely cast per se. What I've basically done is just rough cast up some pieces that I'm going to be more like sculpting into shape because of all these intricate shapes and the fact that I've got to assemble it and bring back bits and pieces that are going to be missing in the build. It's much easier for me to have rough shaped billet type pieces that I can work with to get all those intricate details that I need. And because the pewter is a relatively soft metal, it's going to be a lot easier to sort of carve in those details. So the first thing I'm going to do is make up a blank of the bullet in its entirety. That will give me a bit more reference material that I can keep on going backwards on those calipers. And from there, that'll give me a solid piece that I can work on to go backwards and forwards as far as the individual pieces are concerned. The other thing that you'll probably notice that these are oversized. They're about 5% larger than I need them to be overall. I wanted it deliberately rough so that I had a lot of grippage to do because the pewter is quite soft. I've got to allow for the fact that going into vices and handling it with pliers and that sort of stuff is going to have me ending up removing a lot of excess material. So the forwardmost tip of the bullet is the most complicated part, so that's where I'm starting to work on first. You can see I'm back to using the oversized piece here. I've worked out the total length of it from tip to tip is 4.5 centimeters, and then I've got to work out the central core, the rings, and the spiral sort of fin pieces. So I need about 5 centimeters, but I'm going to work it out at around 6. It's always better to have it a little longer than I need it to be. I can always cut it shorter if needs be. Basic central core piece shaped up roughly. Still going to need a little bit of refinement to get it to fit properly, but once I get the fins shaped a little bit more on the inside and start working out how it's all going to go together, I think that'll probably fit in there quite nicely. That's the raw elements for the forward tip of the bullet now sorted out. In the next video I'll start doing the assembly of it so that it all fits in the proper alignment. But it's all starting to come together as far as that's concerned, and as I said, with this being the most complicated piece, the rest of it should go fairly smoothly once I've got all this assembled. So that's the update for this time, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. If you've been enjoying these videos, don't forget to like and share them. That helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date on new videos coming out.